Hey guys, welcome to week 4. Hey, this week we're going to be diving into a period of history that I absolutely am enthralled with, and that is an era known as the Jacksonian era, aptly named because it was the time in which Andrew Jackson was the president, and we are going to also be looking at something known as manifest destiny, which is essentially this notion that God had ordained the United States, that they had a God-given right and obligation to overspread the Western Hemisphere from sea to shining sea. And in effect, what the United States did was it created an empire. Now, in the process of creating this empire, the United States, of course, had to displace some people. And some of what we're going to be looking at this week is the process by which those people were removed. Indians, Native Americans, for instance, were forcibly removed from their lands into the American West, into what was known at the time as the Great American Desert, onto reservations. By the end of the 19th century, of course, Native Americans would have been pushed even further west as the United States sought to colonialize, or to make colonies, if you will, to a degree, out of the territories. Moreover, we will also be displacing a bunch of Mexicans as we will wage war against Mexico in the Mexican-American War and acquire a bunch of territory from them. Now, of course, in the process of acquiring this territory, it's also going to raise questions about slavery and its westward expansion. And so, in some respects, while the westward expansion allowed for the United States to become a continental empire, it also had and brought about some significant problems for a lot of different people. This week there's actually quite a bit for you to read. One of the things I will have you read this week is a speech by Thomas Corwin, who was a Whig senator at the time, who was vehemently opposed to the war, and in his speech, as you will see, he's almost prophetic in speaking about the dangers of acquiring so much territory as it would bring disunion. Okay. I also have an article that I have written that I would like for you to read, as it gives a brief overview of manifest destiny and provides an assessment of the ways that manifest destiny affected Mexicans and Native Americans, and specifically I focus on a group known as the Nimipo, or the Nez Perce Indians. And so take a look at that, and a couple of videos for you to watch, a lecture for you to listen to, of course, right? And this week, because of the amount of content that you do have to cover, there is no discussion board response. And that, I mean, there's discussion board questions you have to answer. It's just you only have to upload a main post. You do not have to respond to another student should you not desire to do so. Of course you can, but you don't have to, and that will be due by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. So lots of information this week, so just get into that. All right. Now, I know it feels like we just started, but this is the halfway mark, right? You are halfway done with this class after the end of this week. So please be sure to be working on your paper. You only have 4 more weeks to get it completed. In fact, I think less than 4 weeks. So, get on top of that. Don't let that sneak up on you. All right, guys? All right, if you have any problems or concerns, contact me and I'll get back to you just as fast as I can. All right? Otherwise, as always, go in peace, be warm and filled, and may the force be with you. All right, guys, be blessed.